In this program, we are given the measurements available with the shopkeeper. The program must print the smallest measurement that cannot be weighed using the measurements with the shopkeeper. So the shopkeeper has 1 kilogram weight, 2 kilograms weight, 1 kg weight and then 5 kilograms weight. So now let us start from 1. Can 1 be measured? Yes, using this or this. Can 2 be measured? Yes, using the 2 kilograms measurement or 1 plus 1. So can 3 be measured? Yes, by using 1 kg and 2 kg. Can 4 be measured? Yes, 1 kg plus 2 kgs plus 1 kg. You can combine them and measure 4. Can 5 be measured? Yes, using the 5 kg. Then can 6 be measured? Yes, 5 plus 1. Can 7 be measured? Yes, using 5 and 2 1 kgs or 5 and 2 kg. Then can 8 be measured? Yes, 5 1 2. Can 9 be measured? Yes, 5 1 2 1. Using all the measurements, 9 can be measured. Can 10 be measured? No, we can't do it because even if you add all the measurements, it is not adding up to 10. So now the program must print 10 as the output. Now consider this example. We have 2 1 kgs, 5, 9 and 10 kgs measurement. So we start with 1. Can 1 be measured? Yes. Can 2 be measured? Yes, using the 2 1 kgs. Can 3 be measured? No, because if you combine these 1 kgs, you will get only 2. To exactly measure 3, you can't do it. Okay, there is no concept of like having the 5 kg in one pan and 2 kg along with the things in another pan. Okay, we don't get into those kind of logic. We just see whether we can measure 3 kilograms using the measurements given. Okay, so 3 will be printed as the output. So now let us see how to solve it using dynamic program in order of n. Now n is equal to 5 and 5 measurements are given. We see that the measurements are not ordered. So our first task is we should sort the weights. So after sorting, we get 1, 1, 2, 5, 9. So now we can apply our dynamic programming approach. So now we initialize a variable called measurement. Okay, m is equal to 1 to begin with. So we start with the first element. So we are checking whether the current element, that is the weight measurement in the array, is less than or equal to m. Is it less than or equal to m? Yes. If it is yes, you are adding this value to m. So 1 plus 1 becomes 2. This means 1 can be measured. So we are going to the next value. Okay, the next value is 2 here. Then we are moving the pointer. So now again the value is 1. You are checking whether this particular value is less than or equal to 2. Yes, 1 is less than or equal to 2. So now you are adding this value also to m. So now m becomes 3. Then you are coming to 2. You are checking whether the current value is less than or equal to m. Yes. Then you please add that. So it becomes 5. So what is the concept behind checking whether it is less than or equal to and adding it? For example, when 2 is considered, the current value to be checked is 3. Right? Which means we can measure all the values from 1 to 2. And 3 is to be checked. So this 3, can it be measured or not, is the question. But we have a weight of 2. Which means because we can measure from 1 to 2 earlier, you can measure 1 and you can measure 2. So now when this 2 is adding, you can measure 3 also, you can measure 4 also. So that is the reason we are adding 2 to that. So because 3 and 4 can be measured, then the next value we must check is 5. So this is the underlying concept. Please understand it carefully. Okay. Now let us consider the next element. So it is 5. Is 5 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Then you add it. So here also the same concept. Now the measurement has come up to 5. So can it measure 5 or not is the question. So the weight is also 5. It is less than or equal to that, which means when the measurement m value is 5, you can measure 1, you can measure 2, you can measure 3, you can measure 4. That is confirmed. Only because of that m has become 5. Now you have a weight 5 in hand. So using all the previous weights, you can measure 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 5 is coming newly. So you can measure 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. And then 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Of course, you can measure 5 directly with the 5 itself. Okay. So till 9 you can confirm that you can measure. So that is the reason when you are adding 5 to it, it becomes 10. Which means we have to check from 10 only. Till 9 it is confirmed that we can measure using the weighing scales given. So now you go forward. It is 9. Is 9 less than or equal to 10? Yes. Then you can confirm. You can add up to 19. Okay. That is up to 19 in the sense you can measure up to 18. 19 is the question mark. Okay. So now you have reached end of the array, which means the minimum weight which you cannot measure is 19. So let us consider this example. So we start with 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 1? Yes. Which means you add to that and it comes 2. So now you have to check whether 2 can be added. You go to the next element. 2 less than or equal to 2? Yes. Then add to it. So now it comes as 4. Then next element. 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 4? Yes. You add. It becomes 6. Now you come to 6. Is 6 less than or equal to 6? Yes. So you add. It is 12. So now you come here. Is 15 less than or equal to 12? No. Which means you cannot measure 12 with the weights given. So we will be printing 12 as the output and we will be exiting the iteration. Okay. So based on our discussion, please solve the given program.